Hey everyone, Slayer here to introduce Nasty and Friends from BDC Studios, a podcast where two friends who met in the Army Reserves get together and talk about shit. One's a firefighter and the other has a funny laugh. So sit back, get rid of your kids, and hold on to your because it's about to get nasty, friends.
Welcome to Nasty and Friends with Pagnasty and Spicy motherfucking Brown.
All right, motherfuckers. Welcome to Nasty and Friends podcast with Pagnasty and myself, Spicy Brown.
Hey-o.
This is a little bit different than our usual podcast. The reason why is because me and Pagnasty are speaking on this is a phone call. This is a phone conversation. The reason we're doing this is because there's distance. My man's staying in Kansas City right now. He's living there, bought a house, him and JPEGs. We try to get together every few weeks to record. When we do that, we might record 3 podcasts in one weekend. But it's summertime. We're busy. I know my daughter's in town. You bought a house. All kind of a lot of shit's going on, so it's tough for us to get together.
It's pretty fucking crazy for sure.
Yeah, it's crazy for everybody. So we were adapting. We came up with the idea to have prison calls where we do a couple short podcasts just to keep you guys in the loop, just to put out some material and try it out to see how it goes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And so hopefully, this works. I mean, I know we did a test call yesterday. I listened to it. Everything seemed to be okay. I mean, it sounded good. It sounded like you're listening to a phone call, which is great. Hence the name why we decided to call it prison calls. So hopefully, bearing without any technical difficulty, we'll get this one up this Friday. We'll have another prison call next week. And then on July 15th, we'll have a live, in BDC studio podcast. We'll be in person and then knock out a bunch of those. So I can't fucking wait till that weekend.
I can't wait, man. Like I said before we started recording, man, I miss you, dog.
Yeah, no, I miss you too. It's insane because I know, we were, in our Army unit together, for 10 years or for 8 years. And then I didn't see you much after that. And then when we decided to start this up, it's like we're back together all the time, which is the best part of it.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like a schoolgirl. I'm laying in on my bed, on my stomach, with my feet up in the air, and talking on the phone. So.
Yeah, dude. I don't talk on the phone much,
Oh, I mean, besides my job, I fucking hate it. My phone, my phone icon, the app is hidden deep in my phone. I always just text, Snapchat, Facebook, all that other shit. So.
I text a lot and I talk face to face, but I call my mom, I call my daughter. And, I mean, other than that, unless it's business, I'm usually either texting or I'm face to face with you.
Right.
So, yeah, it's all good, man. I mean, we got to catch up. I mean, it's good to put some material out for the podcast, but it's good to catch up, man. A lot of shit's been going on.
Yeah, it's been fucking insane. 4th of July is coming right around the corner, which is awesome.
Yeah, dude.
We always go big. At least my family does. It's my favorite holiday, and a bunch of friends and stuff at my grandpa's lake. We always have a big fireworks show, and there's, we coordinate everything. We usually have between a bunch of us, we'll try to get together and, like I said, pool the money or just, kind of coordinate, what we want to buy. And usually one of us will get the big finale, where you buy them and all the boxes are numbered, number 1, through 8. And then, we just fuse them together, and that's usually, the finale. We'll add some other shit. And it's just so much fun, man. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's, like I said, just get together with family, friends.
Yeah.
Popping bottles.
Popping bottles, nigga.
Blow shit up, all that other shit.
Yeah. So there's a lot of fucking good holidays. The 4th, it's in the summer, so it's hot out. It brings people together. People are grilling out. They're cooking. People are spending time together. And then on top of that, you're blowing shit up. And it's our independence is for America. So great holiday. One of my favorite holidays also,
Hell yeah.
So I know I spent 2 4th of July's back to back when I was stationed in Korea, which we made. It was fun, but it wasn't the same as being home in America. And then when I got home, my very next 4th of July was in Philadelphia.
Oh,
and they don't fuck around for the 4th of July, man. It was insane, dude. Yeah, it was insane. But and I've been popping shit off. The last night and then the night before, I've been popping shit off because I'm on my days off. So I went to a fireworks stand and then went back again yesterday. I spent like $100 yesterday. I do have some stuff left over. We're popping shit off just, in our driveway. And then I made a purchase from my buddy, from a friend today, and it was the big motherfuckers. I don't know what it's equivalent to like a dynamite. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So my buddy said he had small, medium, and large, and I said, well, what are they? And I can't remember it's 7. What did he say? It's 7.5, 15, and then 30. And I'm not sure if it's milligrams or what it is, but it's small, medium, and large. And I said, what did you have last year? He said, I had the smalls. Jeez. And I said, well, Jesus Christ, the smalls sounded like, I saw, like the neighbors were like, when you light those, like just give us a heads up because it's so fucking loud. And he said the smalls are equivalent to like a quarter stick of dynamite.
Jesus.
So I thought it would break car windows or like your whole house shakes if you're inside when they go off. So I bought 4 of those and I bought 1 medium. I didn't go with the large because I fucking hate cops and I don't want the cops coming around my fucking place.
Right.
They might anyway, but I'm just gonna tell them to go fuck yourself and come back with a warrant. But anyway, I got some Army guys. We've been blowing shit. We've been putting the little Army guys, taping them to rockets. And taping them to the smaller, like those little M66s or whatever.
Yeah.
With the big sticks, we should be able to blow the Army guys all the way apart. So I'm looking forward to that, man. But
that's fucking sweet.
And also, speaking of you and the 4th of July, I know you like the 4th of July, and that's why one of my favorite pictures of all time is you.
Yeah.
On the 4th of July with the American flag shit and you having stuff on your shoulder, the pickup truck full of fireworks. That's why I took that picture, I blew it up, and I have it hanging on my wall.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite pictures I've ever taken. I changed that to my profile picture like every 4th of July. Like currently, it was the same year, but it's one where I'm like kind of like starfished out. I'm just like looking up. And
I saw that again.
Yeah.
I saw that again. I liked it on Facebook. It's just your back. Yeah, your starfish out. I fucking love that picture. Almost as much as the other one, dude.
Yeah, so I'm like that one will stay up until like probably Friday night, and then I'll switch it over to the firework picture. One thing I love about my current picture is because my uncle's in it, and he's like he has a cigarette in his mouth, and he's just like look it up too. I always tell him it's my favorite picture of us.
That's fucking great. Anyway, we could throw those up on the motherfucking gram for the 4th of July.
Yeah, I should. I saw my first one, but I'll put it up. I'll post it on Friday, so I'll save it and then throw it up on our Nasty Friends Instagram for sure.
Nice, man, nice.
Yeah, but it's awesome, man. Like I said, I can't fucking wait. And it's supposed to rain, so hopefully that gets pushed off. At least maybe the rain in the morning kind of damp everything down, which always makes you feel better. Like last year that happened, which was great because we had a big bottle rocket fiasco that went down. So we just put a shit ton of, I don't remember how many. I mean, I spent just myself, like all I bought was bottle rockets. I spent like $300 on just bottle rocket packets. And we made like, my buddy Rob, he made, it was just pretty much like this big frame. And we just put all the bottle rockets in. It was kind of in like a chain link fence, and then we just put a fuse through it. And so we lit it, and it was a little slow taking off, but when it finally went, man, it fucking went crazy. There was like a fire tornado because it was going on. I mean, we're talking about thousands of bottle rockets, and it was fucking awesome. So luckily, when it rained a little bit last year, it dampened everything. Because I mean, the ground just the sticks catch on fire and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
So, we lucked out. So we decided. We wanted to do it again this year. We decided not to because it's been so dry. I mean, it looks like it's probably going to rain, so we would have been okay. But it's also, we do it at my grandpa's lake and clean up the fucking bitch trying to get all the sticks. I mean, as many as you can. Obviously, you're not going to get them all. But, yeah, man, just shit like that.
Yeah.
People are crazy. Like, I never, a couple of years ago, we were lighting fireworks. And it's awesome because I love lighting them and love setting them up. And so we are obviously underneath them looking up at them. And, like, when the shit explodes, like, you start hearing stuff hitting the ground. And I got this big fucking black chunk, like, in my eye. And it was in my eye for, like, 2 hours. And it was bad. Yeah, it like, scared me for a while. Like, I thought I was, fucking, I mean, it was huge. And then, so ever since then, I'll wear sunglasses. And then I wear safety glasses. Like, as soon as the sun goes down, like, I put on, like, legit, like, safety glasses. Like, it's not fucking happening again. So, yeah, people listening, I mean, if you're out there fucking around, just try to be safe. Like, you know,
man.
I mean, it's freedom, but you don't need to blow your leg off or anything, so.
Yeah. Who was it? Jason Pierre-Paul?
Yeah.
Didn't he blow off his thumb and index last year? Fucking dumbass.
Yeah, it's crazy. So just try to take precautions. And, like, we always have some friends who will do, the Roman candle wars, and I don't do that because I'm like, fuck that, knowing Malachi get hit in the face. And so we were, my brother, Vito, he was wearing, like, this knitted hat of my dad, and he fucking took one into the hat, and it, like, burnt a hole in it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I don't like to do that, but I mean, I'll watch it because I think it's funny. But I mean, luckily, we've always had some type of. I mean, you get that many fireworks around, you get that many people around, you're gonna have some.
You're gonna have a fatality.
So.
There's gonna be a loss. Somebody's gonna fucking. You know, a couple losses are acceptable, collateral damage, whatever's gonna happen. But just be as safe as you can. Like I get worried. You know me. I like to fuck around, but I like to say I'm pretty safe too, especially since there's kids. You know, there's a lot of kids around, and kids are lighting fireworks. I always carry like a small flashlight. I carry my big boy flashlight, my stream light, firefighter flashlight, and then I always have my extinguisher outside. Mm-hmm. But yeah, and I try to watch the kids and make sure they're not fucking doing something too stupid.
Yeah.
But then you got to worry about neighbors and shit gets crazy. Then, of course, like last year we were drinking a lot of moonshine. We had a hookup on. I worry about safety.
Yeah.
I've never been around anything real bad that happened. During 4th of July, even at work. Like I've worked a few 4th of July that I don't remember. I think I might have had a fire, and then I might have had a couple like small injuries, but I never had anything like real that I remember anything real bad that happened on the 4th. But it happens, and it happens probably all over the place.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, be fucking careful. And yeah, being out if you're by a lake or something, the rain, it's smart to dampen shit down because you don't want to start fires. Did it rain around your neck of the woods today?
Not today. It did yesterday morning, so I don't think it did anything today. So
okay, it rained here this morning, and then I just got done watching Conjuring Part 2.
Yeah.
And while we were in there, it was raining and thunderstorming.
Nice.
I want to talk about. Oh, it was great. I do want to get into that, but before that, so in downtown, there's a College World Series going on, and it is Arizona, and it's Coastal Carolina.
Yeah, they forced a Game 3 for tonight, right?
They forced the Game 3. It was supposed to be tonight. All day, I was trying to get tickets because I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I know a lot of people.
Yeah.
Dude, I text like 10 people. Everybody's like, nah. How many tickets you want? 5? They're like, nah, dude, can't help you. So we decided to go to The Conjuring 2 instead. Great movie, and I will look into that. So we got done with the movie. The game was supposed to start at 7. We got done with the movie at around 9. It's over 2 hours long, and then getting home. We got home. They just canceled the game at like 9:37. I think it posted to Twitter.
Oh, Jesus.
If we would have got tickets, we would have got there, canceled our plans for the night, paid for parking, got there a little early, walked around, and waited for 2.5 hours for them to postpone the game until tomorrow.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
So I'm glad we could not get tickets, but I'm still going to be working at getting tickets for tomorrow, man. Hopefully people in the area are close, have been checking out the College World Series. Right now the swim trials are also in town.
I just watched
a lot.
I watched Phelps. He won he's going to his 5th Olympics. He won was it the 200-meter butterfly, I think. Okay. So yeah,
the motherfucker's a crash.
Yeah,
the swim trials is amazing. I worked those a lot in 12. Yeah. 2012, and him and Lochte were in a bunch of races, and then Missy the Missile, and there's a bunch of really good swimmers in there. I didn't think it was going to be that exciting, dude. I fucking loved working the swim trials.
Yeah, that's awesome. And that's why they do them in Omaha, in Omaha, because the town does such a great fucking job. So
yeah, I know they campaigned to get it back, and they got it back. I don't know if it's going to be back in 2020. But I know they got it back this year, and which is great. I think they sell out a lot. I was looking at tickets. Fucking tough to get. They're expensive. Unless you go to a prelim race. If you go to any of the finals, the live shit, that's on, I don't know if it's on NBC because I don't got cable, but The live shit is pretty expensive, but it's fucking awesome. The pyrotechnics and the announcements and just watching them, and it's intense as fuck, dude. I mean, from watching sports, you know, I worked on there a lot. Watching sports is watching sports, but when you got these people that Olympians, they don't fuck around. That's their life.
Oh, yeah.
They're working as hard as possible, and you know, there's like the Michael Phelpses, there's the Lochtees, there's the big names, and they're probably going to make it. And a lot of them are going to probably make it in a bunch of categories.
Yeah.
I remember in 2012, I talked to a lot of families and people from Wisconsin and different places, and their whole family's there, and this is their chance. I mean, they trained for 4 years, and if they don't qualify to go to the Olympics or an alternate to the Olympics, then they'll just keep training for another 4 years to wait for another time. So it's as intense as fuck.
Yeah.
That's for real heartbreak. You know what I mean? Like you watch. Yeah, I can't imagine, dude.
Yeah, it's insane, and I can't remember if I've told this on the podcast before, but when it comes to sports, obviously I know we talk a lot about sports. We both love sports, but I think the hardest I've ever yelled, I feel like, is when was it Alaska? No, would have been I think in 2012, because this is when Harris and I were living together with a bunch of other people. We were in the living room, and that's when the U.S. came back and, like, was the 4x1 swim relay or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they came back, and I just remember just jumping up and down in the living room. Like, I love the Summer Olympics, man. They're my absolute favorite. Like, if I could take 2 full weeks off and watch them all, I would. Like, I love them so much.
Yeah. I like the Winter Olympics. But, yeah, summer's good too, man. And yeah, I mean, it's intense, man. I mean, you talk about college football, you know, fuck it. You know, they lose. They'll be back another game or next year, and they're still getting education. They're still doing it. You know, like say the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors. Yeah, you lose a final. It sucks, but fuck it. Those motherfuckers are millionaires. They're gonna be okay. Right. You talk about a kid or a young adult that's training 4 years for the Olympics. If he doesn't make it, you know, if he doesn't make it to the Olympics, if you make it to the Olympics, you want to do well. But even if you qualify, you go, you come in 8th place in whatever event you're doing, you still made it to the Olympics, and you're like, fuck, I'm here.
Yeah, you could say
Brazil,
that
or wherever it is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you try again in 4 years. You go to a qualifying event like the swim trials or whatever, and Jesus Christ, you train for 4 years and don't make it. That's intense, man. Especially like when you talk about like the sprints, like not the 1500 or the 200 is fast paced, but like a 50-meter sprint. The 200 actually, I mean, that's what twice down and across. That's pretty much a sprint too. But that's intense, and every single person is in with you know, fractions of a second.
Oh yeah.
From being you know, I mean, they're all right there. You know, hundredths of a second probably make a difference. And if you don't make it, and you got to go home, it's intense, man.
And then you got to dwell on that. Like, I mean, it'd be different. Right. Like if you just like say it was like for I don't know, you just got fucking beat and just got smoked out of the water. I mean, yeah, it still sucks. Wasn't even that close, but to lose out by like 1/100,000th of a second or something,
right?
It's just like, Jesus.
Yeah, that's heartbreak. It's heartbreak.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
and I respect to all the Olympians for sure, man. It's so much dedication, and
I think they have sponsors. Yeah, they have sponsors and stuff, but for the most part, you don't get paid to be an Olympian. You don't get paid to get a gold medal. You do that for yourself. You do that for your country, and you do that for your school, whatever your coach is. I mean, you do that for you. You get a gold medal. You will, you know, if you're good, you will get Wheaties, and you'll probably get some sponsors. But for the most part, no, they're on their own dime. They're trying to get funded to go to the swim trials in Omaha, and then, you know, if you're swimming or whatever, you know, there's other events, obviously. But, yeah, it's intense, man. It's a whole other level of sports, and I love it, man. It's awesome. So that, and then, yeah, like baseball, glad I didn't get tickets today. It would have fucked up my whole day. It was some light. So when we were in the theater, there was some, you heard the thunder?
Yeah.
And yeah, people waited for 3 hours, and then they postponed the game tomorrow. So I might try to get tickets for tomorrow. But glad I didn't get tickets for today.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe people had to get back or leave or something. You can get their tickets or something. So.
Very true. Very true.
That'd be great.
And I'm not trying to pay for tickets. I could have bought tickets. I could have bought tickets They're expensive though, man. And I don't want to spend, a few $100s on tickets. I got a lot of friends. Usually I could get tickets, being that it's game 3, it's the final. It was tough to get tickets. Where usually I could get tickets.
Sure.
Or usually I could have worked it. I've worked finals 2 years in a row when the Gamecocks won it. But I won't. I didn't sign up for anything since my daughter's in town, so I haven't been working events. But I did want to go to this. Maybe I'll go tomorrow, man.
Take her, make her work too.
What's up?
Listen, take her and make her work too.
Yeah, very true. Very true. But yeah, dude, I wanted to tell you about The Conjuring, man.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Have you seen the first?
Spoiler alert for anybody who watches. I
won't. Yeah, spoiler alert, but I don't think I'm going to give away any spoilers. Did you watch the first one?
No. Like, I know the premise, but like I said, I'm not, like we were talking earlier, I'm not a big
horror
movie
guy.
Like, I just somehow, like I said, I enjoyed the Saw movies, but like you said, it's not really scary. I mean, there are scary parts, but it's more like torture, like gross stuff.
It's torture, which is very frightening at the same time. I'm not saying it's not horror or scary, but it's more of torture stuff, and it's like its own category, I think,
Yeah, absolutely.
So me, I've been a horror movie fan since I was in elementary school.
Oh, nice.
I grew up watching like Friday the 13th, Freddy Krueger. I had Freddy Krueger posters on my wall. I was always able to just watch movies. My mom, dad didn't care. They're like, you can watch it, whatever, So and my mom worked for a long time, part-time at Captain Video, like working at Captain Video was like a Blockbuster place where you could go and rent movies. So she would get free movies. She would get free movie posters.
You're dating yourself right now, right?
Yeah, and I don't give a fuck. But no, I grew up watching horror movies and loving horror movies and being a horror movie critic.
Oh.
There's a lot of dudes at my firehouse that like scary movies too, so we're big on that. And then
nice.
So we watch a lot of scary movies. The problem with scary movies is it's so tough to find a good one. I mean, there's so many horror movies out. A lot of them are just shit. So for me, a few years ago, The Conjuring came out, and it's a true story about a haunting that took place with real people, Ed and Lorraine Lauren, who are like, what do they call that? Like not psychic, but they investigate paranormal activity kind of shit.
Okay, yeah.
And they're documented in
there's a legit name, but I don't know.
Yeah. So the first one came out, and it was a game changer, dude. It was probably it's in my top 3 scary movies of all time.
Oh shit!
It's solid fucking movie. Just really, really good.
So you
those came out
for this second one to come out for a while, then.
Yeah, I have. So I mean, like recently, there's only maybe 10 movies I can name that are good, that are scary, that are legit. A lot of them are just bullshit scary movies, but.
Yeah.
I like the Sinister 1 and 2. I liked Insidious, Chapter 1, 2, and 3. And The Conjuring, out of all those, is probably my favorite.
Okay.
So I did The Conjuring, and it was fucking great. I've never talked to anybody who didn't like it. Conjuring was great. And what they did next was called Annabelle, which was, they had stuff from Annabelle, which is a doll. It's like a Raggedy Ann doll.
Yeah.
They had that in the first one. So Annabelle was a prequel to The Conjuring.
Oh, okay.
So it came out after, but Annabelle really took place before The Conjuring, and it all ties together. And then both of those were good. The Conjuring 2 is out in theaters. It came out, just recently, the last 2 weeks, I think it came out. You know how part 2s are. I didn't know what to expect. Dude, okay, and then also, so my daughter, she's 10. She'll be 11 next month. She loves scary movies.
Shit!
Just like me when I was a kid, she likes legit scary movies. She watches The Conjuring. Me and her, we watch scary movies, or I'll call her and be like, "Hey, what'd you think of Oculus? Or what'd you think of The Visit, or whatever?" And she'll tell me like, wasn't that scary, Dad, or whatever. And then I'll tell her about scary movies I've watched. She's young, but she loves scary movies, and that's crazy because a lot of people don't. I know men that are firemen that are like, no, I'm not watching that shit. I don't watch that kind of shit. So for her to like it at a young age is kind of unusual, but that's what I did. So that's just another way for us to bond, you know.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome.
She's seen Conjuring, she's seen Annabelle. So for, you know, as soon as we found out it was coming out, and we knew she was going to be in town, we're going to go watch it. You know? So we finally watched it tonight. It was as good, if not better, than the first one. It was scary, dude. It goes back to, I think the story takes place in like 78, and most of the story takes place in London. So, I mean, the movie is very well put together from, you really think you're in 1970s, and you really think you're in London with the accents, with the people, the dressing, like everything about it. The soundtrack's good, and the horror music they play is great, and it's a good movie, and it's scary as fuck, man. So I recommend anybody that likes scary movies. If you like scary movies and haven't watched The Conjuring or Annabelle or The Conjuring Part 2, like, what are you doing? But for real, check them out. It's legit.
Yeah, I mean, they sound like they're, like, legit scary movies. Like, I mean, I always enjoyed, like, Friday the 13th and, you know, shit like that. They're not really scary movies. I always found them funny. Like, because the acting, you know, was pretty horrible. And, you know, like, at least with Freddy Krueger, and he would have, like, some of the dumbest, like, one-liners and stuff. But like, that type of stuff. But the real scary shit, I usually don't fuck with that.
Oh, yeah. There's some legit scary movies. Some of them, they're hard to find. You know, Japan makes them, and every now and then good ones come along. These guys, and I can't think of the director's name right now, but they got the formula down, everything about it. It's a solid movie in general, just the way the visual effects are, the way everything comes together. On top of that, it's scary as fuck. It's a solid fucking movie. It's a solid scary movie. It was scary, man. I loved it. So we got home, it was still light out. Went to my house. So I'm at my girlfriend's house right now.
Right.
By myself. And the girls are next door. They're making cookies and just hanging out. And I'm like, fuck, I got to go over here by myself. The dog's not even here. The dog's at my house. So, like, as soon as it's dark, it's kind of light inside the house, but I can't see out of the windows because it's dark outside. So I came in the house. This house, it's not even my house, and it's empty. So, like, pretty much as soon as I came into the house, I called you, because I felt nervous, you know.
Right.
After seeing a movie like that, and then, like, being alone in the dark, like, I gotta call Bags, you know.
Oh, yeah. No, I would be the same way. Like, every little squeak, like, what the fuck is that? Like, knowing you're like a bird will fly into the window. You're like,
I know, man. And so I'm kind of, like, in a corner where I can watch. I'm, like, looking up. I can see upstairs, down the stairs. I can see the kitchen.
Smart.
I can see the back door. I can see the front door. I just like this window, this front window. Something can be pressed up against it, staring at me, and I wouldn't see that. Everything else in the house, though, I could see it, you know, pretty much.
That's good.
Every vantage point is covered. Any, you know, so.
That's good. You know it's a good movie if you're doing that, for sure.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, it's creepy, dude. There's a demon in the movie that, I don't want to give too much away, but it's probably the scariest looking demon I could think of from any movie. It's super creepy, and it's a great fucking movie. Man. I was impressed.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I say that I probably won't because those movies freak me out. But I know Mikey. He enjoys movies like that. Like, he loves, like, The Exorcist and shit like that. So, I'm pretty sure he loved The Conjuring too, if I remember, or like The Conjuring, like, as well, like the first one. I don't think he's seen the second
it's so
one.
good.
So,
it's so good.
I'll have to talk to him about it this weekend. So let him know that you saw it. So
yeah, let him know it's good, solid. Does JPEG? He doesn't like scary movies either.
It's like some, but it's like the older stuff, kind of like how along like my stuff, like with, you know, Nightmare on Elm Street, you know, just like that funny, scary type stuff. Nothing really crazy. I do like, what the fuck? What's the movie, the Wayans brother movie that makes fun of all of that? Haunted House.
Oh, Scary Movie.
Well, yeah, you have scary movies, but then there's one. I think it's called Haunted House. I'll have to look it up, but it's pretty hilarious as well.
Oh, the newer ones. Yeah, I can't remember what those are called.
Yeah, because they had like 5 scary movies, because like even like Charlie Sheen was like the main character in like the last ones or something. That shit cracked me up.
Those were great, dude. Those were great. They were so good. They did 5 scary movies, and then I know you're talking about the newer versions with the younger. I think it's Marlon Wayans.
Yeah,
they did 2 of those and puppies in it. Fucking Iglesias.
Yeah.
Gabriel Iglesias is in one of them.
Yeah,
dude, that dude's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, he's pretty funny in anything that he does. So.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome, man. Well, fuck yeah, hell yeah. I'm glad you had a great time. Sounds like the movie was great. I'm glad you didn't get screwed over at the College World Series. So hopefully you can get to go tomorrow.
Man.
So.
Yeah, hopefully I'll get to go tomorrow. I know we're going to the zoo. Today I had a sleepover last night with a couple girls that came over, and then I took them to the skate city today to skate. So yeah.
Did you get out there?
No, I didn't.
Oh, God, that'd been fucking great to see you out on roller skates.
You know, I did last year. Last year I got some skates on, and I thought, I'm like, well, I'm an athlete. At least in my head, I think I'm an athlete, you know. I do well. I used to skate a lot when I was a kid. And, oh, my God, dude, it was tough. Like, it was tough. I was scared, man, because I'm a big dude, and I'm like, if I fall, I'll fall on a kid. I could kill a kid, you know.
Right.
It was tough to keep my balance. And this year there was some girls, like, they could skate together. I'll just hang out, you know, and, yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I'm glad I didn't skate.
Yeah, you were telling me yesterday that you thought you guys were going to go, so.
Yeah,
I haven't been to a skate rink in forever. I used to skate a lot when I was younger. I used to rollerblade shit, too. I probably wouldn't be that great now. I wasn't that great back then, so I'm sure I wouldn't be good now. So.
Yeah, I was good back in the day, man. Now, nah, homie.
I can see you back in the day skating with your afro and everything.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, man.
That's great.
But yeah, it's gonna be busy next few days. I know I'm skating Thursday, or I'm sorry, just skated today. Going to the zoo tomorrow, and then we're doing. I got my sister's birthday's coming up, and then we have Friday, and then we're playing in our third game of our Sin volleyball team.
Okay.
So we won the first game. Last week I was out because I was at work. Yeah. But this week I'll be playing, and then Saturday we got motherfucking UFC 200.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be good.
I tell you what, dude, I got a pee.
I won't get to see it, unfortunately, because we'll be doing the 4th of July thing. But I'll be checking the updates on my phone and shit for sure. It's a huge card. Brock Lesnar's coming back, so
yeah,
it's fucking huge. So yeah, man. Well, like I said, we didn't want to go too terribly long, so I figured just nice to catch up, fucking talk to you. So the first ever prison call. So like I said, is there anything else you want to yell out here or say anything else before we disconnect?
Nah, man. Prison calls, we'll keep it going. Hopefully it's good. I can't wait to listen to it. Check it out. It's just a little something, you know, to keep our podcast. When we got like a long pause like this, when it's the summertime, everybody's busy, so it's understandable. But
yeah. We just kind of figured out how it went. Like I said, we had to buy this app, which is fine. But yeah, I mean, and just to find time. Like, I mean, this is really we were going to do it yesterday, but we just ended up getting busy and
for sure.
Pushed it back. So
yeah, dude, like I was trying to plan it. Like me and you had a date to talk on the phone, and then I tried to plan it, and I had so much shit going on. These girls
oh my gosh, we were fucking rolling yesterday. We were talking because you're like, yeah, hold on, I'm just cooking. I was like, well, I can let you go. You're like, no, it's fine. You're like, next thing I know, you're fuck, the grill's on fire. You're just like,
oh my God, dude.
Like, shut me down. You're like, oh fuck it, I think it's going. And just like flared back up. Dude, I was fucking cracking out, telling JPEGs about it after I got off the phone.
Yeah.
She's like, what were you laughing so hard at? And I was like, fucking Spicy. This is part of the grill on fire. He's trying to talk to me. He's trying to do this and that. Oh, my God.
Everything was going wrong, man. So, like, I use this pan. I only have, like, one pan where I could cook all the bacon at once, like a whole pack, 16 ounces of bacon at once. But it's slotted. Like, it's got slots in it. So I aluminum it, but I didn't put enough aluminum down, so it's leaking on the bottom of my oven. I usually bake my bacon.
Yeah.
So it's leaking, so that's smoking. And then I cook chicken quarters. Every time I grill, you know, the last 10 times I've grilled, I use charcoal. So I got my grill where it's like 2 grills in one. So half of it is propane, the other half is charcoal. The last 10 times, at least, that I've grilled, I use charcoal because I don't like to fuck around. It tastes better. I just like it a lot better.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
But a couple days ago, I cooked a bunch of chicken leg quarters on them, and I didn't clean it out good yesterday. So the grease from the chicken, and then I bought this 80-20 meat, you know, and I think it's alive. It's probably 50-50 meat. That and the fat from that, and then the fat from the chicken the other day, it just started a fucking inferno. So I got a little spray bottle. I'm grilling. I got the spray bottle. I'm on the phone with you. I'm running inside doing stuff in the kitchen. I'm running out to the grill. It's like a fucking 3-alarm fire in there. It was just a mess. The burgers ended up being a little bit more well done, but they weren't burnt. They were okay, but it was just a mess. And right at that time, like we had our appointed time, like Pags, what's up? You want me to let you go? Nah, man, I'm good.
Yeah, I remember. I would have started recording before that. Just like test it out would have been fucking hilarious.
Yeah, but dude, it all worked out. But yeah, that was hectic, man. You know, it was like, other shit went wrong too. I can't remember what else went wrong, but it's like, Jesus, fuck Christ, it's like I've never cooked before. Like everything's going wrong. Crazy.
Oh, I love it. Well, at least nothing burnt down. So, and I didn't think you actually burned anything, did you? Like,
no, I didn't.
Food-wise?
I didn't. I was just stressed.
You're a fucking soldier, that's why.
Nothing burned. Yeah, you power through that shit, you know.
Adapt and overcome.
You keep it G, for sure. There's a million other things I want to talk to you about and get with, but we'll keep this short.
Yeah.
We'll do this again in a few days. We'll talk about UFC 200, which is UFC claims it's going to be the biggest UFC event in history. I'll be watching that. I'm back on the charcoal grill because I get back on the horse. I'll be doing some more chicken wings. I made chicken wings for UFC 199.
There you go.
Fucking great, dude. Great. I'll be doing more of those. I'll be watching UFC 199. Then I work Sunday 24-hour shift, and then 4th of July. So we'll have a lot to talk about again. Right now, we could talk for another hour or two. If we were face-to-face doing the podcast, we could do a 3-hour podcast. There's a lot we got to catch up on. We didn't even talk about your house that you just bought on this podcast. On this prison call.
We'll get to all that on the 15th. Like, so we just want to keep putting content out. It's been too long since we posted something, so we needed to get it figured out. So, yeah, man, it's fucking great. It's not like doing the podcast in person, but it's something. So, like I said before,
for sure.
At least I can touch myself tonight. So I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah, dog. Right, we'll do a couple more of these before the 15th, and that's it, man.
Yeah, so. It's going to be fucking awesome. So, again, everybody, appreciate everybody listening, buying merch. We're getting some pictures of people getting their merchandise sent to them. That's fucking awesome. You have Nasty and Friends and everything. Keep sending in your questions. We seriously don't have very many in our email. Like us on Facebook. We're on. That's one thing that's changed. We are on Facebook now. So, like our pages, Nasty and Friends podcast on there. If you don't want to send an email to us at nastyandfriends@gmail.com, just hit it up into us as like a message. I think it's set up that way. So,
Messenger. I think you could DM us on Twitter, the Gram, whatever. Just send them in. And real quick, dog, I had a couple shots out I wanted to give.
Yeah.
Fucking forgot them all. But I know I for sure want to give a shout out to my main man, Matt Hines, who I talked about. He was my battle buddy back in the day. We'll give a shout out to my man Adriano, a.k.a. The Bug. He was my roommate in Korea. He's been listening to the podcast. He's still in the Army active duty and stationed in Germany. Give a shout out to Eston Carter. Give a shout out to Biscuit Tits. And there's a couple more. My main man, Nick Lemix, who just, he's been on a diet, trying to be a bodybuilder for the last few months. Did his first competition, won a medal for that shit. So big shout out to Nick Lemix.
He took like first place, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. And not like a pro tournament or anything. It was the tournament he won was just for like brand new people because this was his first time doing it.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Shout out to him. Shout out to him, man. So
yeah, that's fucking a lot of work. I've been seeing on our Nasty and Friends Instagram, like we follow him. He's been posting pictures.
Oh yeah.
And see, at first I was like, I always thought it was funny. I was like, I figured it was somebody that you knew, but I was like, all these pictures of him like flexing and stuff. I'm like, all right, that's cool. Then I like looked into it while I was doing it. I was like, oh, that makes like way more sense.
So real quick. Well, real quick. So, months ago, he started bulking. He got to about 300. Then he started cutting weight for months. And he's bagging at the station. We make fun of him for bagging. He doesn't eat what we eat. He brings his own food. He doesn't pay food bills, so he's been bagging. We've been making fun of him. You know, he didn't get a lot of support. He didn't get a lot of support from us. Because we're not going to be able to do it, motherfuckers. You know, you're not even losing weight. We were betting on him. You know, we'd be like, hey, we're going to bet. We did a couple short bets. We did a couple bets for like 2 months one time. I don't think he knew about it. Cinco de Mayo, we're like, all right, he raised this much today. How much is he going to win on Cinco de Mayo? We all put in money, and then whoever was the closest one, like we were doing shit like that. And then he had his actual deal. He spent $200, got a full body wax at a place.
Oh, nice.
And he said it took 4 hours. It was fucking painful. It was horrible. And then he did it. He won. And then we had a set up to go to Stella's. We all went to Stella's. I tasted that day.
Yeah.
While we were waiting for people to show up, we were at the same place at the bar that me and you went. The weekend we did our first podcast, so that brought back a lot of memories. But he was going to do the Stellanator, the food challenge at Stella's, and he didn't do it, which was smart because you don't diet for months eating rice and chicken and shit like that, and then go into the Stellanator. He could have died, but he still ate two cheeseburgers.
He might have blown his asshole out. Like no,
he might have. He probably would have been sick for days. He did eat 2 burgers and a bunch of fries and shit. So. But shout out Nick Lennox for sure.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome that he killed it, and so I fucking saw that he took first, man. That's fucking a lot of hard work, man, and that's great. It paid off. So
another thing, because it always stresses out, dude. So the last shift before his what do you call that? Whatever the
competition.
The competition before the competition, he did his, like, one of the things he had to do, like the 1 minute, 60 seconds, like the flex off deal. He did that for us in the basement at the firehouse. So you had 9 dudes, 1 chick. I announced it over the intercom using the British lady text to voice thing that I always use. And I said, get ready. Here's 15 minutes. He's going to be ready. So we were all in the gym. There's dudes in Indian style. We're all waiting down there. He's in his
Native American style.
Yeah, you're right. But we're so yeah, there's dudes sitting Native American style. Other of us hanging out. I had a dollar bill in my mouth. He's in his underwear. He turns his music on, and he's not oiled up, I don't think, but he does his 60-second routine in front of all of us. And we put a couple dollars in his underwear and give him high fives and shit. And we supported him, and we supported him. And later on, he said, "Dude, that was way harder than doing it in front of the." Doing it in front of strangers.
I bet after he got done with that, he's like, going on stage is gonna be fucking simple.
Oh yeah, if you do that in front of us in the firehouse, there's nothing else to be afraid of. You can do that in front of strangers, no problem. So big shout out again, Nick Lennox. And that story was funny. There was a paramedic student in the kitchen, and we're all going downstairs to watch him flexing his underwear. They had to have been like, "What the fuck did I get into?"
Right, that's even better. That's even better.
Firehouse shenanigans, man. But yeah, it's just funny, dude. It's funny shit. One of my good buddies at the firehouse was like, "Man, that's the second gayest thing I've ever been a part of at a firehouse." I'm like, what the fuck was the first one?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we need to know what that first one is.
Yeah.
Well, that's great, man. That's fucking awesome. Well, hey, man, this has been fucking great. Hopefully this will it'll catch everything and it'll send it over and I can get it edited and up on Friday here. So
yes, sir.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking. Like I said, it was a blast. It was great hearing from you. So if I don't talk to you before the weekend, you have a fucking safe weekend, being the 4th of July weekend. Have fun with the fights. Yeah, I will, man. I think I miss you. I can't fucking wait to see you and knock this out on the 15th. So.
I'll miss you too, dog. Tell Jake Pagnasty to say what's up.
I will. All right, man. Again, everybody, social media, Nasty and Friends, everything, send us emails. And remember, life is simple. Don't be a dick. Night slips.
Hi, I'm Rob Long with your weekly animal update. 11 facts about porcupines. 1. The origin of porcupine can be tracked back to Old English and French words. The word porcupine is derived of the Middle French word porc d'espion, meaning thorny pig. Middle English variants include porcupine and porcupine. Porcupines are the 3rd largest rodent in the world and the 2nd largest in North America. Porcupines cannot throw their quills as was previously thought. A porcupine has approximately 30,000 quills on its body. There are 2 different types of porcupines. Old World porcupines live in southern Europe, Asia, and Africa. New World porcupines are indigenous to North America and northern South America. Old World porcupines may not be good climbers, but they are excellent swimmers. New World porcupines, on the other hand, are capable of climbing trees with their tails and catching surrounding branches if they fall. Porcupines are nocturnal herbivores. Their quills are pre-medicated. Each quill has a topical antibiotic, so a porcupine attack will not necessarily lead to an infection. This is, however, a defense mechanism to prevent accidental self-quilling. Baby porcupines have soft quills at birth, which harden within a few days. Porcupine quills have overlapping barbs at the tips, making them hard to remove. Each quill boasts about 700 to 800 barbs along its tip. The porcupine mating ritual involves a vicious battle and urination on the female. A typical mating ritual consists of 2 males fighting over a single female. The males are careful not to injure themselves during the fight, and the winner territorially urinates on the female so that she knows to move her tail aside for safe, quill-free mating. Signing off for Pagnasty and Brown, this is Rob Long. As always, go fuck yourself. Also, something in there about John Jameson and Sons.